Well, it's an important scene and it's an important character, which is sort of odd because of the fact that she is only in for maybe 3 minutes at most, and she has 2 lines. But you know, speaking, I'm going to speak in 2 terms of how she's valuable. First of all, she is a physical depiction of Reuben's life outside of deer camp. You know, she is the representation that this guy does have a life. He does have responsibilities and standing. Of the men in his family, he is currently the only one who is married. Likely, he's got a decent job. He has a wife and 2 kids, and I mean, he's doing all of those things that we define in society, or in most societies, as those things that do define the quality of a man. You know, he contributes. He's important. He has people that rely on him, and he is loved. And that's important to know, because when he goes to deer camp, all of that stuff goes away. And the only thing that really matters in deer camp is the fact that he hasn't shot this buck. And so, yeah, this very small, minuscule thing that's really, you know, spectacularly unimportant in the real day-to-day operations of somebody's life, whether or not you've shot a deer. I mean, this is not the 1880s. This is not the wild frontier where if you don't shoot something to eat, that your family's going to starve. I mean, at one time, yeah, that certainly would have been a part of it, but we've kind of moved beyond that, and now hunting is a sport. It is recreation. It's no different than you and I going out and playing softball. And, you know, are we defined as being less of a man because we've never hit a home run playing softball, or hit a hole-in-one playing golf, or however it is you define it? So there's this idea that this one little thing can define him in this little world. But when he speaks of her, and when she does finally show up, you realize this man does have a life outside of deer camp, and this little event, this yearly event, is not the be-all and end-all of his life, and it shouldn't be. But somehow it grows in import with every passing year, and she's the physical representation of that. You know, both to the audience and to the other men in deer camp. And then, of course, there's the idea that her supernatural connection to nature and that sort of stuff is the intrusion and the impetus for all of these events that will happen. You know, and of course the implication of the play is, you know, she's the one that brings the buck and the bear walk and creates and causes all of this stuff to happen. So we get into that supernatural realm where, okay, she's very important there, because without her, nothing happens at all. And I think it was a really interesting and bold choice on Jeff Daniels' part to actually still include her in the play, even though she's that small of a role, because it could very easily be dealt with in a situation where we don't ever have to meet her on stage. And I think it was a bold choice to actually have her show up and say, no, this is a real person, and yes, she does do these things. All right, and so you create that feeling of the tall tale, where this isn't a bunch of crazy natural phenomena that can be explained away.
Holy wow.
And light fade.
Thank God. Oh, don't even.